Hello Taurus, welcome to your reading for the week of June 8th, 2026 for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising. Let's take a look here, guys, for this week. For Taurus, please, Taurus Sun and Rising for the week beginning June 8th, 2026 for Taurus. Okay, we've got Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch. This is about counting your blessings. Yeah, something that I feel a lot of us do struggle with from time to time, because we can tend to get into that energy of, oh, wouldn't it be nice to have this, or whatever we feel we're lacking in our lives. But when we look at what we do have, we come from a place of gratitude, of course, for what we do have. Let's just say, when it comes to, as we get older, we realize that when it comes to life, it's the simple things. It's the things that we take for granted. It's family, it's loved ones, it's our health. It's having a steady job with money that comes in. It's recognizing that all of those things are what gives us a stable base to build our life upon. And while it may seem that other people's lives are perhaps a little bit more exciting than ours, is it really? Because sometimes that excitement can be something that you would not enjoy, Taurus. You know, it's about knowing yourself and knowing what kind of life is meaningful for you, and what's good for somebody else may not be good for you, and vice versa. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting around you here, Taurus. Let's see, I'm going to get a clarifier. Yeah, the Tower. Unplug and relax for a spell. Yeah, I think that whatever's going on in your life here, Taurus, it's a time to sit back and really unplug. You know, it's an opportunity, Taurus, an opportunity to really focus on the simple things and focus on what's important in your life. So whatever this Tower is, I don't actually feel it's going to be as bad as all that, because I feel that it has a very strong message of refocusing your energy on what is important in your life. It's an epiphany of epiphany of sorts, I should say. An epiphany of sorts. Okay. Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch, counting your blessings. Letting this be a week of unplugging and relaxing for a spell, focusing on healthy things, getting your health checked, all of that good stuff. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to put these cards just up here while I lay down your tarot spread. And while I do that, I want to thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. Please do keep them coming, guys. Super important, Taurus, to keep my Taurus readings coming live and free for you guys here on YouTube. All right, Taurus. The Ace of Swords in reverse. For a lot of you, there could, of course, be, that's that epiphany I was talking about. For some of you, you have to go in for surgery, but that won't be for all of you. But it seems to be an opportunity for you to unplug and relax during a time of convalescence, and for you to look around and say, you know what, I've been doing too much. I've been feeling very emotionally and mentally overwhelmed, and it's now a time for healing. So it may have been some sort of tower event in your life which is giving you the space that you need right now to heal physically, emotionally, and mentally. Okay. Strength. Yeah. Exactly what I just said, guys. And the Three of Wands. Yeah. This is going to turn out very well. So if you are doing anything that is related to getting your health checked, getting your health in order, things look like it's going to go to plan with that Three of Wands. And the Ten of Swords tells me that this is in reverse. There will be recovery. Yes. For a lot of my Taurus, something came up to a brink for you. But it didn't move past the brink. For a lot of my Taurians, you may have been on the verge of doing something and you pulled yourself back. You used restraint. I'll use an example. Let's just say you're really focused on your health and well-being. And Taurus, you've been so committed to that with the Strength card. And somebody said to you, "Hey Taurus, let's go to let's go on this all-inclusive resort package for the weekend." And you knew that it was going to contain all the things that you didn't want to do. It was like a hedonistic kind of thing. It wasn't a wellness retreat. It was like where there'd be a lot of really yummy, lovely foods, but stuff that you knew you shouldn't be eating at this time, or something that you knew was going to do you harm, more harm than good at this time. It may have been a party kind of thing where really you're being called to rest, relax. Yeah, and you almost did it. You almost did the thing. But you pulled yourself back from that, or you are pulling yourself back from that this week, and choosing instead to focus on unplugging from social media, unplugging from social events for a little while, and just using your time to relax and get back in touch with your body. Now, I feel for a lot of you, you're really thinking about health and wellness at this time. It's a massive focus of yours. Some of you could be going to yoga. You could be starting a new exercise regime, something like that. We have the Two of Wands, yeah. That's that element of looking out and thinking, okay, making positive choices when it comes to your life. Because I do feel for a lot of my Taurus, you may have gotten to a point where you almost did something and then you pulled yourself back to rethink. And I think that that's a good thing. Around you, we do have this Page of Pentacles energy. Yeah. It's an opportunity to learn and grow, to be a student of life, and maintain curiosity when it comes to things around you, but make positive choices when it comes to your life. Don't go off and do the radical thing. Now, having said that, Taurus, some of you will. You have freedom of choice, that Two of Wands. It's your choice. You get to choose. But take the path which is something that's going to allow you to grow. Like, Spirit doesn't want you to stay stagnant. No. But neither does it want you to go off and do like radical things that are detrimental to your health and well-being. So somewhere in the middle there, I think there's something very positive that you can do for self at this time. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Just what I said, guys. It's maintaining the middle path and not biting off more than you can chew, and not overextending yourself at this time. The outcome for you is the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, for a lot of you, I think that you really want to go and do something. A lot of you don't like to be alone. Taurus, you like to be social. You like to go out and be with friends, doing things, but making the choice to do it in a very healthy way. Like, this is not being hermit-like, closing yourself in and closing yourself off from the world and other people. It's not that, but it feels like marrying your need to be with others with time for yourself so that you can unplug, relax, heal. What's hidden here is this Nine of Pentacles. I love that. That's self-reliance. That's self-discipline. It's knowing when something is good for you and knowing when you need to say no. So there's something here that you need to say yes to. And there is something that you've said yes to in the past, or almost said yes to, but then said, hang on a minute, no. And it's almost like you were lying to yourself, Taurus, because you may have said something like, I can handle that. I can do it just a little. But Spirit is saying, It could be the thing that just pushes you over the edge there and leads you down a path that isn't the best news for you. Don't do anything out of a fear of being alone or loneliness, because it's how you look at your life at the moment. If you're single, you're meant to be in this stage of self-reliance, independent, disciplined, counting your blessings, looking at what you do have here with that 9 of Pentacles. Now, the ghost of the pumpkin patch is the number 1 card, and what I'm seeing there more is this Page of Pentacles, and you could be overlooking something in your life at the moment that is a blessing, and I think it could be your singledom. For a lot of my Taurians, there's power in this. There's something that is a blessing. Some of you may have had a near miss when it came to a person recently that wouldn't have been good for you, would have led you down a bit of a dark path, Taurus. Something that was invisible to you. There may have been something that appeared to be cloaked with that Ace of Swords in reverse. The truth was cloaked, almost invisible. This is really about you standing strong in your life, looking around you, seeing what's been given to you and giving thanks for it. Some of you Taurians may have forgotten how much you truly do have and how much you'll have again and again in your life. This is harvest time for you with these Pentacles cards, Taurus. It's time to bring in the harvest here. Yes, something very precious. It's interesting because the more that we have around us, sometimes we can overlook it, take it for granted. It becomes so familiar that we don't see it. It's such a fixture, It's almost like we become blind to something that is a truth. Yes. So see what you have around you. Try to appreciate that while you're enjoy it. Enjoy it. This Tower energy, I want to look more into that actually. Don't let anyone cheat you out of a good thing at this time. Don't let anyone say, it's better to be with someone rather than be alone. No, Taurus, it's not. No. Being in this Zen-like energy and really seeing this as a blessing rather than a curse will allow you to see things very, very differently. I'm seeing this Tower card as almost like a Hanged Man energy, the way that she's on her head there. It feels like sacrificing something that was is not good for you so that you can find peace in your mind, peace in your heart, and peace in your life. Okay, interesting. I'm going to get an angel card. It's from this place of peace with your life that you can make positive choices. Never make a decision based on the fear of being alone. The Angel of Truth Well, yeah, right in the center. We have that Ace of Swords coming up in the reverse. Now, the Angel of Truth. With this one, Taurus, it really is a strong energy of... I'm seeing this bird. It's an eagle. It's really a sense of knowing in yourself what the truth is. Only you know. Only you know. You understand and believe that your own personal truth here, and only you know that. So if people around you have questions, they have doubts about your current situation, you know the truth. You know, in life we always experience challenges, and you may be experiencing a challenge here, that Three of Wands, but you're standing in a powerful position. Someone could be challenging your truth this week, Taurus, but you're definitely in this position of power. Somebody could be questioning you. There may be questions that you have. But Spirit is saying, listen to your instincts, your intuition. If you do have questions about your current situation, it could be a relationship, a family issue, or an issue at work. This is an angel to assist and guide you so that you can uncover the truth and make positive choices. Pay attention to your gut feelings and any repetitive messages or symbols that you're shown at this time. These messages are part of Spirit guiding you to receive the answers that you're looking for. And sometimes the answers that we uncover can be a bit challenging. But it's, again, I get an energy here of something that you were challenged by in the past, but actually is a hidden blessing, that it didn't happen or didn't work out. Yeah. Something you probably found out a truth here that you didn't really want to know. But you know what? This is meant for your highest good and to put you on the best path possible. So whatever that was, it was meant to put you in a position of power and knowledge so that you weren't taken advantage of. Taurus, your angel of truth always has your best intentions at heart, and he wants you to be fully informed before you make any decisions concerning your life. So I would say, if you feel compelled to uncover a truth, go with your gut. Yeah, Taurus, go with your gut. Let's see, I'm going to get some more cards for you guys. I'll get one from this deck. You know, family around you could be saying you should do this, you should do that, or friends could be saying that. But there's power in you being in a self-reliant mode at this point. Gladiola, strength of character and moral integrity. Very important for you, Taurus. This is a quote by Helen Keller. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Well, that's the truth. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Yes. Yeah, it's whatever you've gone through in the past has gotten you to a point now where you really do need to count your blessings and look around you at what you have. And the things that you don't have are the things that would have been detrimental to you. They would have taken you down a path where it would have been a path where there was betrayal there was ruin, there was even more suffering. I think that you've suffered enough in the past here, Taurus, so Spirit wants you to move forward, knowing that you have this strength of moral character and integrity with that 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, let's see. Any other messages here for Taurus for the week beginning June 8th? Limiting beliefs, yeah. This situation calls for reprogramming your belief system. You are an old soul. You have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. Your connection to Source is the light and love that shines through you and leads the way. Yes. So it's whatever happened in the past that didn't happen in your life. It's I'm saying that kind of weirdly. Things that almost happened. It's Source leading you to light and love. Whatever that was blocked there in the past, it would have led you down a path of not receiving that light and love. So here, with that 9 of Pentacles, this is you standing in a position of power and integrity. And that's the best way to call in what you deserve here, which is light and love. Yeah? So unplugging from love, unplugging from things that you know are not good for you at this time, strengthening your character, your moral integrity. Oh gosh, Taurus, a lot of strength here in your reading. If you are going through any kind of health situation, you're going to recover very nicely from that. Dreams, yeah, well, these may have been dreams that perhaps were not accomplished. But some dreams that we have, especially when we're younger, they can be revisited, they can be recalled later in life. But they have to be dreams that are really meant for you. Like as I said at the beginning, I picked up an energy, Taurus, of not lying to yourself when it comes to what you can and can't do, and what you will and won't do, what you will sacrifice and what you won't sacrifice in life to have this dream, whatever that may be. Okay, let's see, any other messages here? Get one from this deck for Taurus for the week beginning June 8th. Yeah, playing it safe. That's exactly what I was just saying. For some of you, you came up to the brink of doing something but stopped yourself just in time. Because for some of you, this structure, this what you've created, and it's through your own hard work, it's something to be valued. It's not to be easily thrown away. Yeah, especially when you've built up this strength of independence and independent character. That's something to be valued, guys. This is all about looking around you and knowing what it is that you've built your life, and not doing anything to. Not doing anything that could ruin that. Yeah? Let's see. I'm going to get some. Well, let's get a card from this deck, and then I will also get some tea leaves. Oh, gosh, all right. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Yeah, that's that 2 of Wands. Make sure that you're clear on what you want before you do anything here. Take out the shoulds and the limitations. There's those limiting beliefs. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go with all your heart. But ask yourself what it is that your soul really wants. then you can take a step in that direction. Yeah? But you can't lie to yourself about being able to do this, okay? It's very easy when we're younger to go to just up stakes and move our entire lives. But when we're older, it becomes very difficult. We've got family, we've got things that ground us, jobs, we've got pets, you know? So be realistic when it comes to what you can burn and what you can't, because, you know, I just get an energy here with this Tower. The thing that needs to be burnt away here is limitation, Taurus. And what I mean by that is an energy of feeling limited, because you're not, because you've built up a life, you've built up a lot, and you're not limited. So if you're coming from a place of feeling that sense of lack, or feeling that you're limited, you are not. Okay, that's becoming very clear to me. What you need to burn away is any ugly lies, pain, shame, or criticism. Feeling that you're not enough, feeling that you can't. You're free. You're free to do whatever you want. I said that earlier with that freedom of choice. So make the choice. What will your next chapter look like? For some of you, you could decide, you know what? I can make my dream a reality where I am. For others of you, you may, again, up to you, make some sort of decision here to rise, like that phoenix rising from the ashes with that 10 of swords in reverse. But you have to be clear, and you have to really want it, because I feel that this dream of yours, it does call for major structural change in your life, and depending on whether or not you can do that is dependent upon how much you could stand to lose if you do this. You know, you have to really look at that. Are the gains worth what you've built up over a number of years? You know, I'll give you an example. When I was very young, I moved from one country, Australia, to the United States. I didn't know anyone. I just had a suitcase and a dream. Now the reality is I didn't have anything holding me back, you know. So it was easy for me to do that. But as you get older, you know, you may have children, you may have elderly parents, you may have dogs and cats, horses even, responsibilities, a job that pays well. Look around you and see what you have before you make any big major structural change. Not saying you're not going to make that change, it's your choice. You could absolutely do that. But this week it feels more like unplugging and relaxing and doing things from a place of strong moral integrity, making sure that you do things that are from a very high vibrational, high frequency. Taurus, wow. Oh, it's reading. It's exhausting, guys. You're probably exhausted from thinking about this, guys. Yeah, Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Yeah, so play it safe when it comes to your finances. You know, don't throw things away that you've built up over a long period of time. The Dragon, beware of self-delusion. Yeah, that's that energy of, well, I could do this. Well, yeah, some of you can, but others of you, it's not something that would provide you with happiness. It's being able to look at our own lives and not want for someone else's life who may appear to be having a more exciting or fun time, but you don't know what's going on there. It could be something where that person is having all kinds of problems with that. They may not even like their own life. You know what I mean with that? It's very difficult, this reading, because it feels very much like being torn between these two things. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Yeah, moving your life isn't going to, and isn't going to fix the issue. This is about something within you. We've got the owl here, good advice from a wise person. And turkey, someone's behaving stupidly. Hopefully not you, Taurus. I'm going to leave it there. Wish you all the very best. If you'd like a personal reading, you can reach out to me. You can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. I also have channel memberships, and my personal readings are available there. You can also get early access to the readings. You can click on the join button or look in the box for more information. Thank you so much, Taurus. Please do take care, and bye for now.